this is a temple.
So we can't come in because of the tattoos?
No.
So much plastic. Look how expensive this peach is. That's about $7.
Good
morning.
So we had a plan for today, but it fell through. So now we're just taking it easy and enjoying our morning with some breakfast. Last night after I ended the vlog, like directly after I ended the vlog, like I shut off the camera and I heard someone knock on our door. And I was like, oh, I remember who that is. I was talking to our Airbnb host and they didn't bring us our gas stovetop. So he was bringing one for us, and he brought us all this amazing fruit. Wow. He brought us all this amazing fruit as a thank you for coming back to his Airbnb.
And that's why Airbnb is cool.
So we decided to make a breakfast with the fruit and the bentos we had from yesterday.
Breakfast, we're gonna head out. Today our plans are pretty limited. We're gonna kind of leave it up to the moment and decide what we do. But we know we're gonna head over to Nanzoin temple where there's a huge Buddha statue that's like, I don't know how many feet, probably 100 feet long. No, it's probably way bigger than that.
It's probably way bigger.
I don't know, but it's huge. You'll see it. It's really cool.
Huge. Almost forgot the most important part. Don't forget to vape it. Alright, today's the day where I show you this 180, but also GTR right over there, so we're gonna show that too. Head to the station. If you watch other videos, you don't understand how this works. Basically, you just get this pass and you show it to the guards, and they'll be like, oh, you have a J-Rail pass? That train ride was free. Subtitle glasses? This is the future. Japan is the future.
train station ticket machines are so cool. Sarah found a cat.
He was sitting in a little basket up here. It was so cute.
This bridge has musical keys. No idea how the song goes.
Alright, I need you to rate my song out of 7 in the comments below. Let me know how I did.
With rice.
With or without rice.
This is a temple.
So we can't come in because of the tattoos?
No.
No tattoos?
Stop.
Skirts, not good?
And camera.
Camera's no good
No.
too? Okay.
Okay, go back, please.
Yeah.
No entrance.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
You know, tattoos are fine. That's fine. It's a cultural thing. But telling me that my legs are not okay and yours are, not cool.
Alright, so we were just kicked out from the Nanzoin temple because of, well, because tattoos that Sarah has. Mine aren't really out right now, so
It's really just me.
he didn't say anything about me. The fact that Sarah has her shoulders out and that she has a skirt on, as you can see. That was the biggest thing he said, was the fact that she had a skirt on. He also mentioned our camera, but that could have been easily, I could have just put that away. Like, obviously I'm not going to take it into the temple. We were at the very entrance.
Yeah, we hadn't even reached the pathway to the temple yet.
So we hadn't even gotten to a point where I was like, I thought we were in the area that I wouldn't have wanted my camera out to be respectful. So I understand I would have just put my camera away, but the fact that he went out of his way to point out Sarah's skirt length when I'm also wearing shorts, I don't know, like there's a very minute difference in what we're wearing. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, Japan is really, really in the past about the way they treat women here, and it's really gross. And it hasn't ever like actually happened to us yet until that, and it really felt terrible. So
yeah, we had never had
that
this
sucks.
experience in Japan.
Like
This
yeah,
This is our 4th time here. We've been to multiple shrines and
so
temples.
many temples.
We've gone on religious pilgrimages. Like, we've been to multiple places. We're not even religious ourselves, but we respect the culture and history of it. We just can't get behind the blatant sexism.
Exactly, like the tattoo thing is one thing. Like, yeah, it's really kind of in the past and all, but it's understandable culturally. Just it'll pass, but for now it's understandable. But the absolute sexism that happens when a man can enter wearing a tank top and shorts, but a woman wearing the same thing is told to leave. Gross.
And obviously we know the tattoos it's a very big thing, but there was a woman, a young lady I would say, who had short shorts on, shorter than her skirt, and I was curious to see if she would get kicked out as well, because maybe it was just the tattoos, but he wanted to point out the other things that were not as okay. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was like,
we were curious to find the line, basically. So
trying to be optimistic, I guess.
Yeah.
And I watched her get kicked out as well.
She was just a really regular, average-looking Asian woman with no tattoos, just regular clothing, and was kicked out just for wearing shorts.
So, now that we can't go to the Nanzoin temple, we're gonna figure out what else we should do today.
Luckily, this area is gorgeous, and hopefully we'll be able to find plenty to see just walking around. There's some bamboo foresty areas, maybe a waterfall, so wish us luck.
So, if you do want to go to this temple and see this big Buddha, regardless of if you have tattoos or not, make sure that you dress with long sleeves, pants. If you have a camera, make sure you put it away as soon as you get to the walkway, as this man is waiting and trying to catch anybody that's bringing in a camera or has tattoos or open shoulders at all. So just be extremely mindful if you really, really want to see it, and you can probably see it, but
If you're a man, it's okay.
mostly if you're
it.
a man, it's okay. Like right now, I'm fine. He didn't even say anything about the tattoo on the back of my leg, which he saw 100%. Or the tattoos on my wrists. He was okay with that.
Just me. Oh well. It'll happen. It'll change. Hey, so I would like to take a moment to address the fact that yes, this is a problem that Chance and I imagined that we would run into a lot sooner. We are aware of the cultural differences in Japan when it comes to clothing choices, bodies. We know all about it. We were just lucky enough to not run into even an ounce of it until our 4th trip into Japan. I know that some of you might think that this is a culturally insensitive opinion, but the way that I look at it is that something can be of a different culture than your own and still be wrong. The idea that women's bodies should be hidden is an idea that has been carried down through history. I'm sad about it. I wish that it never was that way to begin with. Yes, it is part of Japanese culture that women are expected to cover their shoulders. Women cannot show cleavage. Women should be dressed very conservatively, and that's fine. Nothing against women who dress conservatively, nothing against women who are modest, of course, to each their own. Your body, your choice. But I am also of the opinion that if a woman is empowered by wearing clothing that is less conservative, she is no less deserving of respect. And I wish that that was an opinion that was shared by every culture and every person in this world, but unfortunately it's not. And unfortunately in Japan, you can be denied entry to certain places depending on your clothing type as a woman, and that fact alone makes me sad. So if this video makes you uncomfortable, makes you feel that I'm being culturally insensitive by having my shoulders or my legs showing, I just urge you to think about it in that way, that just because something is of a certain culture that is different than yours, that does not make it inherently right. I think that it's important to question every culture. Every culture has issues. Every culture has ideas and moral systems, and moral systems change over time. And that is something that can be true of every kind of culture that you can imagine. Japan is not alone in that unwillingness to change, but they are also not excluded from it because of how different their culture is. So yeah, this video isn't trash talking Japan. This video isn't telling people to be culturally insensitive. This video is just to state an opinion that we both have, that whether or not something is culturally acceptable, that doesn't have an impact necessarily on whether it is morally right.
Look how crazy this station is.
It's so old. There's only 2 platforms.
Crazy, there are stations like this in Japan where there's just no one here. It's the honor code. They just expect you to pay. We got our spider sticks that way we don't run into anyone. Here we go. saw Gotono Falls. It was amazing, it was super beautiful. We actually went too far and ended up seeing a lot of Buddha statues lined up against the road.
Yeah, this has to be like a Buddha mountain or something. Like,
there's an insane amount of temples and
many.
Buddha statues.
So many. And it's really cool. They all look really old. There's some like really freaky looking ones.
That's true, there's like a lot of demon looking ones as well.
So now we are walking back down the mountain and heading back to the station so we can go get dinner at about 5. Because we like early dinner and early bed. We're like old people. But we're gonna go get funadea again because whenever we're in Fukuoka we basically go there every single night because the man who cooks there constantly has new produce and new recipes, it seems, and it's just like every day you go and there's like a whole new platter of food.
So we'll check in with you once we get to funadea. Got done getting food at funadea and it was so good again. We had a new ramen set tonight and it was so good. It was like, I think it was soy milk based.
Which is awesome because soy sauce is like the typical vegan ramen base and it's so much less good.
So it's really nice to have that and it's just always so good there. So it doesn't even matter what you get, honestly. Now we're gonna head back because I'm super behind on editing these vlogs. We're gonna do some editing tonight and get ready for our trip tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.